at the stop sign.
The streets are icy, icy, icy. The streets are bad. Drive with caution.
In 3 miles, turn right on Pendleton Pike.
Pure ice. Pure ice. Nothing but ice. Nothing but ice, 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 ice. Even with having good tires, your vehicle still slides. So you just gotta control. Gotta control. This is not no weather to play with. Gotta drive safe. I'm not gonna speed, but I'm gonna drive cautiously. study in life. Sometimes we can take so much for granted, you know. The people who have to go through so much, and yet still there are those who don't have to go through anything, and they complain so damn much. Some people complain, and if you had to be out here wee hours of the morning, late hours at night, facing cold temperatures, what would you complain about? Yet still, people do complain. There are people who complain all the time. All the time they complain. They are home and complaining. What if they had to face this type of weather? Would they be complaining? There's no excuses. You gotta get up early. You gotta go to work. Everybody wanna live the American dream. Well, this is what the American dream is. Having to work. Having to work in all the frigid temperatures. You gotta work. This is the American dream. This is the reality of the American dream that everybody is chasing after.
In
Right?
1/4 mile, turn right on Pendleton Pike.
At this point in time, I wish I was somewhere in Africa or some parts of the Caribbean, somewhere, anywhere that there is no coldness. I wish I was in some island somewhere right now, somewhere in the beach. I miss beaches.
Turn right at the traffic light.
I would do anything to be in the beach or something right now, not to be in this cold weather. But this cold weather ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. One of my friends called me a while ago and said, "Come to Florida. We have 60 degrees weather in Florida." Come to
Continue on Pendleton Pike.
Some people are experiencing nice weather, nice sunshine or rain. We experiencing the coldness. What is what it is. We gotta still be thankful, you know. We're alive, so that's enough reason to be thankful. Whether it's cold, whether it's hot, whether it's raining, you gotta be thankful. There is a saying that the elderly people used to say, it's better to be 6 feet above the ground than 6 feet beneath the ground. So stop complaining and be thankful. And that is so true. No need to complain, just be thankful. Be thankful. Be forever thankful. In the good and in the bad, be thankful. Life is all a learning experience. You gotta go through good, you gotta go through bad, in between. You just deal with it, pick yourself up, and keep pushing. Keep grinding, keep hustling. One day, you're gonna see the reward for your hard work and dedication. You're gonna reap the reward. Sometimes it doesn't happen when you want it, but God's time is the ideal time. God's time is the perfect time. There's no better time than God's time. I truly believe that. I live by that, knowing that it's God's time is the best time. Always the best time. Always the best time. We give God thanks. We give God thanks. Sometimes you just gotta be in that mindset to tell God, thank you. Instead of asking God for stuff, thank Him for the stuff that you have. Thank Him for saving grace, traveling mercies, you know. But some people, all they know to do is ask God for this, they want that, asking God for something. They always need something from God. What about just telling God, thank you for the breath of life, thank you for health and strength, thank you for waking you up, thank you for your limbs, thank you for giving you eyes to see and ears to hear. A simple thank you, you know, gratitude. Giving God gratitude, that is far more worth it, really, than asking God, always wanting something. God, I need this, God, I need that, God, I need this, God, I need that. How much more better it is to just tell God thank you. Thing is, when God blesses us with what we ask for, you know, it's like God is testing us. That's how I see it. I see life as a test in our trials, a test in our faith. Like when we pray and we ask for something, and something in specific, and God blesses us with it, you know, when we get exactly what we pray for, and we're all happy to receive it, but then we forget the person who blessed us to have it, which is God. So it's a good thing when you pray for something and God delivers it, that you don't forget the person that bless you with it, which is God Himself. Always remember to give God thanks. Always remember that promise that you make. Ooh, look at that truck. Look at the lights. He's looking like Christmas. You know, you just thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Because if God could trust you with a little blessing, imagine what He can do when you get a big blessing, a major blessing. So be thankful. Be truly thankful to God. Be thankful to God all the time. All the time. Not sometimes, you know, all the time. You give God thanks. And just watch how doors of opportunity gonna open up in your life. When you're thankful, God blesses you with far more exceedingly amount than what you expect or dream or even imagine to have. Because with God, all things are possible. Without Him, nothing is possible. But with Him, I guarantee you, all things are made new. All things are gone away, but all the things that you expected is going to be made new in your life. New blessings, new favor, new mercy, new grace. But you see, sometimes, some people, they are adults, but they still think like children. They might might be mature in age, but not mature in mindset. So they don't appreciate a lot of things. They don't appreciate it. And when you're not appreciative, wow. Lord have mercy. Being appreciative is something a lot of people don't know about. They don't know how to show appreciation. They feel a sense of entitlement. Like, you know, they're entitled. Like they're so entitled that God have to do and God have to do this. God don't have to do nothing He don't want to do because He's God. He can choose to bless and He can choose not to bless. He can choose to give you something when He wants to, or not give it to you. Because sometimes when God blesses some people, they forget about God. Once they get the blessing, they forget all about God. They go back to complaining. They go back to having all kind of negative things to say. Sometimes when I just even get in my car to drive to work, I ask God. I didn't tell God, I asked Him to give me traveling mercies. I asked God for guidance and protection, not just for me, but for the people on the road. Because I don't feel entitled to nothing, but I know by the saving grace and love and mercy from God, I'm alive. And I can't take care of patients if I'm sick. And I'm not just talking about physically sick. I'm talking about spiritually, emotionally, mentally sick. You can't take care of nobody if you're sick. You know? You have to be made well. You have to be okay for you to take care of people that are sick. And the best type of attitude to have is that of a loving, caring, affectionate attitude, not one that is boastful and bragging and you think you're better than nobody. No, you have to have a positive mindset, because if not, trust me, you won't want to do this type of work. The medical field is one thing that I have learned a lot. And it was a profession I didn't want to do. This career that I'm doing is something I would have never ever think about doing because of what is entailed, you know, some of the things that you have to put up with. But when I think about it, when I took a step in being a pastor, when I took a step in ministry, when I made that step, is an oath you take, is a lifestyle. Some people may not be in agreement with you, you know, serving God and doing things God way, not man way, not woman way, but God way. Some people may not be in agreement. Some people would say you're foolish, you should be drinking and smoking and clubbing and all of that. You know, everybody go through things in their life that they had, you know, when you didn't have, I would say, common sense. You just want to try, you know, you want to go party, you want to whatever. But drugs, I've never in my life done drugs. Smoking and drinking and all of that, I've never had no interest. Even though I had friends that used to smoke and drink and all of that, nobody could influence me to do something I don't want to do. And that's me. I don't care who is doing it around me. You could never get me to do nothing I don't want to do. I am that kind of person that you can't force me to do nothing I don't want to do. If I do something, is because I'm in agreement to do it. But you could never force me or manipulate me, I would say. Manipulate me into doing something I don't want to do. I've seen what alcohol have done to people's lives. I've seen what drugs have done to people's lives. So, am I thankful today for never following bad company? Yes, I am thankful. I'm thankful for my parents for raising me the right way. I'm thankful. My dad is dead and gone. My mom is still alive. And I'm thankful for the way that they raised me and my brothers and sisters to always do right. Educate ourselves. Be educated. This world we live in can be very gruesome. It can be horrible at times. It can be horrible. But if anything else that you all get from what I'm saying, and I don't even know, I didn't even plan to say none of these things. I'm just talking. I'm just having conversation. And I realized something. If anything I can tell somebody to help somebody, I would tell them this. Do good. Do good no matter what other people are doing. You do good. You be good. God is going to reward you. God is going to reward you, because it doesn't matter how long it takes. God is always going to open a door, open a window in your life, and it's going to bless you. You all have a blessed night.